Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 19th, 2017, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, monetary policy coming out of Australia early this morning came out already. We'll take a look at that. And then at 3:30, excuse me, from the United States, building permits coming out. Now the building permits, not big number, but just, if there are any surprises, the U.S. is a big consumer of building and real estate. And is a big industry in the United States, so it's an important number to just be aware of. Now, the Aussie number that came out is an important number, and there weren't many surprises, but let's take a look at the market and see what's been happening. So we're getting closer to the holiday season, right? We're less than a week away from Christmas and following New Year's after that. So this is typically a very quiet session, okay, going into the last week right before Christmas. So looking at the Euro USD, we've been in a 50 pip range, selling off from just above this 118.20-ish level, as you can see up here, all the way down to 117.70-ish level, so almost a 50 pip move, and then slowly, inching back. So I don't expect any big surprises or any big moves before the end of the year, but you could definitely scalp 20 pips, 15 pips here and there, but just be careful because, there's less volume and there's less volatility and less trending and less follow up. Okay, so, if there's something that look like it's going to take off and then it just doesn't, and you're just churning and you find yourself at opposite sides of the trades unnecessarily. So not much of an edge going into the end of the year, as you can see, but looking at a one hour chart, we see that, we're still in the middle of these two extremities, okay, on the upper range 118.50-ish level and on the lower range 117.40-ish level. Okay, so nothing really jumping out at us saying, okay, this is a clear buy or a clear sell. It's been very choppy with the Euro USD. Looking at the GBP USD, we look like we're taking this a little bit higher here, okay, but also it's been, we're looking at a 5-minute chart, also been in a relatively very tight range, okay? And again, no big surprises. I don't expect that we'll have a massive move in either direction. Carney will be speaking tomorrow, so that might move, 50 to 60 pips at most, but I don't expect or anticipate any major surprises in the Euro USD or the GBP USD. Looking at the ZAR, as we get underway into the ANC elections, we had a big sell-off yesterday. The ZAR got a lot stronger versus the dollar in anticipation for some positive outlook in the South African economy, okay? And we dipped below for the first time in 1270 in a very long time, I believe in more than 3 months. As you can see here, we dipped below this 1276-ish level. Now we held this line, okay? We didn't break below it so much, and we're now bouncing off of it. I mean, we hit all the way down to almost 1251, and we're trading now at 1280-ish level. So you may see a reactionary move to this major sell-off. Okay, we may bounce a little bit, may bounce a little hard here. So check that out as this unfolds later today. Okay, this would be probably my go-to in terms of trading today because of the volatility and because of. But just remember, just make your stop losses really tight and trade a little bit smaller because the spreads are going to be widening with the volatility. So keep that in mind. Looking at the gold, bouncing a little bit to 1263, but again, I don't expect, anything massive. Maybe we'll, close in this 1270 area going into the end of the year, but we do have this resistance at 1270. But again, we are trading in the heart of, or getting to the heart of the holiday season, so keep that in mind. And we're looking at the Dow Jones, we're very, very strong, okay? So if there was something I'd look to actually buy in a pullback, it would be the Dow Jones. Now we're trading at 24,846 right now, and we're just shy of our all-time highs, 24,880. So we made all-time highs again yesterday. Now we kept on saying this, that end of the year target 25,000 after we, hit our previous targets of 24,000. This is major moves for the Dow Jones. So I still think we're going to hit 25,000 before the end of the year or close to it. Okay, I anticipate that we'll have a small sell-off as in 2018 begins, but going into the end of the year, we look like we're very strong, and that's happening in the DAX as well. Okay, so we finally had that breakout in the DAX, which, I was becoming very concerned because, we were trading within these two ranges of 1380, 182 on the upside, and, just below 13,000 of 13,000, 12,850-ish level, and we've just been churning between these two places. We haven't broke out. I was concerned that we may break out on the downside, but sure enough, yesterday we gapped up and we gapped and went. So, the markets are still very, very strong in the equity side. I'd like to go into the end of the year with a bank on the DAX, so too with the Dow Jones. So let's see if we do get that as we round off the year. Looking at the JSC lastly, so we're rebounding here. We're finally rebounding from our previous sell-off from 55,500-ish level. So the question is that will we sustain this rally? Okay, this short-time rally that we're having right here. We do have a resistant-ish level, okay, if you'd like to say that, because I don't want to call it resistance because it hasn't really proved itself over time. We only hit it quite briefly in October, but if we don't break above this 52,199-ish level, 52,200-ish level, we may see ourselves churning between these two levels. However, I believe we can. Okay, I think that as the dust settles with the elections in South Africa, I think we'll see some positive news come out of it and see maybe an end of the year rally. So let's see if that does for 8. This is Fred Razak. I wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.